Hello, welcome back to Skunk at a Garden Party. My name's Brittany, and today I am extra excited. Can you tell? I found a jade plant on Facebook Marketplace for 15 bucks. Epic plant score, I know. The bonsai pot that it's in alone is probably worth more than 15 bucks, so I feel like I was the winner in this deal. If you're looking for plants on a budget, keep an eye on your local Facebook Marketplace. I highly recommend. Anyway, my guess is that this is a 20-year-old jade plant. The thing looks like it's been set in a window and forgotten about. It's floppy and crazy and growing in one direction. When you bring a new plant home, I always recommend separating it from the other plants in your house and doing a thorough examination, maybe even repotting and changing the soil depending on the state of things. You don't want any hitchhikers, bugs coming in and ruining the rest of your houseplants. Now, as you can see, things are pretty rough for this jade plant. Not too rough, no pests or anything like that, but like I said, it does look like it was kind of set in a window and neglected. Things are all growing in one direction. That's usually totally fine for succulent type plants, but this thing was also shooting out a ton of aerial roots, which is usually a sign that your jade plant needs to be fed or repotted. It's also got some dry, dead-ass, depleted-looking soil in here, so this one definitely needs to be repotted. Someone also tied the base with twine at some point to keep things together, I'm guessing, although it did a mediocre job at best. I'm gonna wash the bonsai pot that it came in as well, just outside with some soap and water. This plant was a big, squiggly spaghetti when I picked it up, so I really needed to prune it and clean it up. I've never pruned a jade plant like this before. It's kind of intimidating, and I did look up some other YouTube videos before I started chopping. You can see how crappy and old the soil is. It was just so easy to lift out of the pot. Jade plants do like being in smaller pots, so make sure if you are repotting your jade plant, it doesn't really need it, but once every 3 or 4 years, it's good to do. If you're going to repot it, pick one that is relevant to the root ball size when repotting, because root bound isn't too much of a problem for jade plants. They like to be contained and cozy and tight in their pot. So I got as much of the old dirt off as I could. All I saw in the soil were some beneficial little soil mites doing their job, so I wasn't too worried about other pests. I didn't see any webbing on the leaves or anything else suspicious, so I just went ahead with repotting. If you find there's a bigger problem with the plant you just brought home, you might want to isolate it after you repot it. If it's not too far gone, just so if the problem does come back, it doesn't spread to all your other houseplants. I made that mistake once with spider mites, and I'm still fighting them to this day. We're not going to talk about that. Apart from being a beautiful, beautiful houseplant, jade is a well-known feng shui plant. It's known to attract good luck, or believed to, at least. The presence of the jade plant in a house or office gives off qi, which is positive energy. In many cultures, it is a good luck charm, which activates financial energy, which is why the plant is so popular. It is a fairly common houseplant. It's a really good one for beginners. It's a succulent. It's hard to kill. You can forget about it and it'll still thrive. This plant got its name from, yep, you guessed it, the stone, jade stones. They're symbolic of wealth and prosperity. The green leaves of this plant are a symbol of growth and renewal. It's also called a money tree because some people believe keeping it by the door will solve financial problems and multiplies your wealth. But if only it were that easy, right? This plant does help indoor air quality. It's a good one to put in your bedroom too because it actually consumes CO2 at night. So there's a lot of reasons to have a jade plant. Apparently there are medicinal uses as well, but I'll let you do your own research on that one. Since this plant is so easy to propagate, it is also known as the friendship plant. All you need to do to propagate it is cut off a few leaves, stick them in soil, and they'll turn into a new plant. That's literally how easy it is, but be patient because they are fairly slow growers. I really love jade plants. I've been looking for an older jade plant for a while. I am so excited that I found this one on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to be giving away a few of these little babies to friends and family. After this plant got its haircut, I ended up with a lot of good luck to pass around.